one. You want let's say that they keep Fields, right? You're obviously going to go with Marv. You're going to pick Marv. 2, I think, is Washington. 3 is New England, right? Still, that's the draft order because Arizona
Wait, where
won.
the Cardinals?
They won, so now I think they're fourth, I believe.
They are fourth. They are fourth. I was just looking at it. They're
So
fourth.
they're your only threat to take Marv. They're the only threat to take Marv. So if you can do something where you can get Marv, but you can trade down with the Commanders or trade down with the Patriots and try and then capitalize on value, right? Let's say you trade down with the Commanders. You're with the Commanders. You say that the Patriots want to trade up. Like, what do you want to give up for Caleb? Who supposedly the Commanders love Caleb, like over the moon about Caleb, want Caleb so much. So if they go for Caleb, what like you can get next year's first, you can get this year's
Honestly,
first, you can get a pick. Like I'm saying, you keep
honestly,
capitalizing on value and keep building up with those rookie contracts. So I get it. Like at the end of the day, if we do get Caleb, I don't even think I'll be that mad. I'm just kind of like torn on both ways, but I think keep getting those future assets and getting star players would be huge. You got Montez. If you can get a Max Crosby, amazing. If you can still draft Marv, like there's a lot of different options they can go with.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like personally, if you want to get Marvin, you just take him. Just take him.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I was
he's
gonna
a he's
say
a
that too.
he's a generational prospect. Just take him because I'm looking at this draft order. Right, they got one, but Washington is why if I'm in Washington, I know you want to keep Justin Fields. Why am I taking? Why am I trading up with you for what? And I'm at 2 right now. I'm sitting pretty. I'm a Drake May guy. I'll just take Drake May. Why am I trading up when
Washington doesn't want to take Drake May. They want Caleb.
they want Caleb, right? But unless the Bears are going to trade down, then you're not getting Marvin. Like I think that so I personally think they should. I
No, my
personally
thing is, what if you call New England? Neither of them are picking Marv. What if you call New England? Okay, New England, you want to trade up now. Now they don't care.
listen
Now
though,
they're stuck with
listen
Drake
though.
May. You might love Drake May. They might not. They might want Marv or might want Caleb. Trust me,
They
trading up
they
one pick
might
still has
they
value.
might they might, but like listen though, like honestly, for me, the GM of these teams. Why am I moving up? I don't unless like I'm not moving up. I'm not like for New England. I'm either getting Caleb or Drake, and Drake is amazing. I like. I don't think there's so a huge gap between these quarterbacks. First of all,
That's
Drake
you
made
though.
six.
Different organizations
It's
think differently.
they might, but I'm telling you what I would do. This is all we can do. We can really well. We can't really assume what other organizations. We're not GMs. Like I personally wouldn't. I'm not trading up. I'm gonna watch. I'm not trading up. I'm New England. I'm not. Arizona is not drafting a quarterback. I'm not trading up. So if you the teams are going to be trading up are teams that need quarterbacks, and like maybe like Las Vegas, that's a big jump. Like unless like you're getting a huge haul, and then you're not taking Marvin, and you're taking another receiver like Malik Neighbors. You're fine with Malik Neighbors. It just depends on like obviously you can still get Marvin, you get Marvin, but it might be the case that teams might not be trading up because they're fine with Drake May, and they just might you might have to just take Marvin at one.
But
You
that's the
might
issue.
because
If let's say I don't know, Vegas wants a quarterback. They trade up. Cool. They get Caleb. Commanders take Drake May. The Patriots get nobody. There is
okay,
I'm saying there's still a world where those two teams
that's
they want to take their guy. You want to trade up and take their guy.
yes, you
And
need
trading
to
from 2-1 and 2-3 or 3-1 is less than trading from 8-1 or 7-1. So yes, it's a pretty price. It's a good price to pay. But if you're giving up one first, if you're giving up your first this year, your first next year, and a player,
I don't know they're gonna do that for 2 spots. I don't know about that for 2 spots, but
Caleb Williams is this generational prospect. Everyone wants Caleb Williams. Trading up one pick by giving your first round next year is not that big of a price to pay.
you said a first and a player. It depends
Yeah,
on who the
it doesn't
player
have to
is.
be an all-star player, all caliber player.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I get you saying trade the pick, but I just hope that if they do trade the pick, they are still able to get Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm not a Bears fan or anything, but obviously I want the city to see and all that. I want to see people in the city happy and praise people in the championships and all that. You need to get Marvin Harrison. You need to do that because Marvin Harrison is not only friends with Justin Fields because of Ohio State. I just saw a tweet that he said, what's the name? DJ Moore said they grew up together. So just for the chemistry and all that, you need to get Marvin Harrison Jr. Like Malik Neighbors is a great prospect, but this is a generational prospect. You need to get Marvin Harrison Jr. So we don't have to. We can debate all day about if they should trade a pick or not, but the Bears need to walk out of this draft with either Caleb Williams or Marvin Harrison Jr. Now, I think what I would do and what the Bears are going to do are two different things, but I personally think they should take Caleb Williams. I don't think we've seen enough from Justin Fields over the course of his career. We have not seen enough over the course of Justin Fields' career to justify passing up on a generational prospect. We have not seen it. Over the course of this season, after he got injured, he's been playing well, but he hasn't played any crazy defenses. Like Atlanta I think they're a top 6 scoring defense, but they're in the worst conference in the NFL. So like, how much am I putting stock in that? Like, they're not like a really, really great defense in my opinion. Like, I still think he's struggling with certain stuff he struggled with in his rookie year, and you don't want to see that from a third-year quarterback. Usually, you know if a quarterback is your guy by year 3, and I don't think they're 100% sure that Justin Fields is their guy. The fans want him. I don't know how Ryan Poles and them feel. Like, most GMs want to get their guy. He didn't draft him. And so you have to be really, really, really sure that Justin Fields is your guy in order to justify passing up on the best prospect we've seen since Trevor Lawrence and rivaling Trevor Lawrence as a prospect. So are you completely sure like that Justin Fields is your guy? I don't know if you are. He still struggles with throwing across the middle of the field. He still struggles with missing players, reading the field. His footwork still needs some work. Like, yes, I think both of them are good options though. Like, if you can, I'm not gonna lie, you need to get Marvin. That's all I know. That you just need to get Marvin.
I get it
because Darnell Mooney is not it at all.
I 100% understand that. Like, Caleb has a higher, like, is projected to be higher, but like, there's no guarantees with Caleb either. Like, that's just got to get.
I mean, duh. I mean, it's not a guarantee.
We gotta stop talking about it like it's a surefire pick. We pick him, it's gonna be great forever. We're still the Bears. We still have a tough time developing quarterbacks.
How? Yep. I mean, how much more surefire can you get? How much more surefire in the NFL draft? How much more surefire?
You just said him and Drake May are like 1A, 1B.
No, I didn't say that. I said it's not a huge gap.
The Bears
can't. But if you are not worried about trading up and getting your guy, you definitely think they're on the same level.
What do you mean?
You just said it doesn't matter. They're not. They're fine. They're fine to sit back.
I think Drake,
sit back and take Drake May. You have to have them on a similar, same level.
I'm pretty confident Drake May too. I think he's gonna be one of the ones. I'm not gonna lie. I think there's a chance he's better than Caleb Williams.
I agree with Max, and also to that Drake May thing. I'm hearing that a lot too. Like, my brother, he doesn't want Caleb Williams. He wants Drake May. But the thing with the Bears is we can't develop quarterbacks, and that's what I said earlier this year when Justin Fields was looking like a disaster class. Even if we do get Caleb Williams, it's a chance that we ruin Caleb Williams. So now the thing with this Justin Fields thing, he's won the locker room. Obviously, he's won over the fans. But the thing is, bro, how many times are we gonna look at Justin Fields at the end of the season and be like, "Oh, yeah, this is the guy," and then at the beginning of the season, he looks terrible. He looks like he's reverted back to the old Justin Fields with all these mistakes where he can't read the field, he doesn't go through his progressions, all that type of stuff. So this is where I get frustrated at. So now you have some generation. You have a generational guy in Caleb Williams. Again, Max, you say that for Latif, I guess he's your 1A, 1B type thing. You have these two guys, and now you're tasked with the position of picking them over Justin Fields or getting another weapon with Justin Fields. So now, me personally, I think you have to go with Caleb Williams. I understand where you're saying get Marvin Harrison. Again, Latif, you said that Darnell Mooney is not the guy. We've seen what he's done. We've seen what Justin Fields has done with DJ Moore, especially as of late. So I guess, I don't know, bro. But me, personally, I'm taking Caleb Williams. But I don't know, man. I honestly don't. I don't know.
When we talk about surefire guys, like, no one in the NFL is surefire unless, like, Peyton Manning was a surefire prospect. Like, you knew Peyton Manning was going to be elite. Like, you literally knew. You knew Andrew Luck was going to be elite. Like, people knew Trevor Lawrence was going to be elite, and he is like, after this first year, he's kind of been that. So, or close to it. So it's like, you never know, but like, let's be realistic, bro. Let's be realistic. Caleb Williams' ceiling is just way higher. It simply just is. Like, Caleb Williams could be a top 5 quarterback in the league right now. On God, Jordan Love is better than Justin Fields. I promise you he is. So how sure you draft Marvin Harrison, right? Get him another weapon, a great weapon, a generational weapon. Like, what is his ceiling? Like, what Max answered this? What is his ceiling? Like, who do we think he's going to be?
Justin Fields?
Because yes, what is his ceiling? Like top 10? Because we talking about a ceiling of top 5 MVP level Caleb Williams right now.
We are talking about that's great, but we're not guaranteeing he's getting there. Like, I don't think you understand the amount of
guaranteed that you're not guaranteed to get there. You're not guaranteed to get there with drafting Marvin Harrison because
cool. So is it better? So
which one is the bigger risk? Which one is the bigger risk?
Out of what?
Is it more risky to draft a generational prospect with 5 years? You get 5 years with a generational prospect who is worth less money. He's gonna be cheaper than Justin Fields, or is it riskier to bank on Justin Fields after watching him for 3 years and not show completely that he's gonna be a better player than Caleb Williams? Which one is riskier?
Is it better to bank on having 2 elite receiving options, a questionable quarterback, and building out your defense, building out your O-line, or getting your quarterback, getting Caleb Williams in the future, having DJ Moore, and not building out other stuff? You could capitalize.
They have another pick. They have another pick.
That's great.
They can get Malik Neighbors.
So
they can get Malik Neighbors.
You can get 2 picks. You can get players. You can get so many things off that. And first of all, I get it.
Depends on how much they move down. Huh? It depends on how much they move down. It depends on how much they move down.
First.
They have picks. They have picks. They have money. They have all that.
You could call a team and you can get, especially if you trade down, and maybe you don't get Marv. Maybe you get Malik Neighbors. That's fine. I get it. Marv is much better. But if you trade down with a team who is 10, where you're jumping the Commanders, where you're jumping the Patriots, you can capitalize on that. You get a first, you get a second, you get a player, you get a first next year. Like, you get so much more because you're jumping so much. Like, they could capitalize so much more. I get it. Again, if you go with Caleb, I'm going to sit and I'm still going to be a fan. Like, I have no choice. But right now, like, if it's 2 question marks at quarterback where they both have high ceilings, sure, Caleb's is higher. That's fine. I'm not going to fight you on that right now. I would rather have a chance to build out a team like San Fran where they have elite weapons. You build out the O-line. You get a great defense. Like, and you put a Brock Purdy, a game manager, someone who can make the right passes and stuff at quarterback. Like that.
We haven't seen Justin Fields be able to make the right passes consistently though. Like, honestly, he has not.
That's fine. This is his first year. I feel like he's actually been playing at like a good level. He's been having good games. He's been playing solid.
Against who? Against who?
He won 5 home games in a row. Like,
against who though? Like, what defense has he been playing? What defense has he been playing that he's been playing great against? Tell me. Give me one. He did not play against. He did not play against the Vikings. He did not. Against the Browns, he did not play great. Give me one. Give me one.
What did Dak Prescott do against the Lions?
What has that to do? What has that to do? We've seen great defense. Come on, bro. I don't know what kind of comparison that was.
Justin Fields dotted up the Lions defense twice. Dak Prescott could not. They honestly lost that game.
The Lions defense is not good. Be for real right now. The Lions defense is not good.
Why couldn't Dak Prescott light him up? Dak Prescott is a top 10 quarterback right now.
What does that mean? I'm asking you what defense has Justin Fields played great against? Please. What good defense has he played great against? Or even good? Which one? Give me one. Please.
2017 almost beat the Browns.
What are you talking about?
2017.
No, 20-17 game. We almost beat the Browns.
He did not play good. He did not play great in that game. Justin Fields, he was okay. Like, really.
He's the top defense in the league.
He was okay. He gave him a chance to win for sure. He gave him a chance to win. I'm not taking away from that.
First of all, what good defense have we played this year? As a whole, wins or losses?
Y'all played the Chiefs. Y'all played the Chiefs because the Chiefs are a good defense and got smoked. And he played terrible.
Okay. What other good defense have we played?
Let me go look. Let me go look at the schedule.
I think there's 2. There's 2.
Let me look. And even if it's only been 2,
there's 2.
Even if there's only been 2, that would mean Justin Fields should have played much better than he has.
Yes, he played bad in the first part of the year. No one's saying he didn't, but he's gotten much better over the years.
How did he play against the Panthers?
1.
How did he play against the Saints? Did he play that game? I don't think he played in the game. No, it was Tyson Bagnet. My bad.
How did he play against the
Saints? My bad.
He didn't play against the Panthers either.
He didn't play against the Saints either. That's when he was injured.
He didn't play against the Panthers or the Saints.
Okay, cool. So he had a field day. He was good against the Lions. He had 100 yards rushing and 100 yards passing. That was a good game. Great game for him.
Like, the Vikings game is just terrible. I'm not going to fight that. He beats the Lions.
That's a good defense.
The Vikes.
The Vikings are a good defense. Yes.
The
Like,
big thing,
Brian,
the issue for me is
Brian
playing good, or
Flores-
playing good or playing bad. Winning that game against the Vikings, and if we could have beat the Browns, is huge because even when he plays bad, he makes the right throws to win a game. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I did not see.
How did he play against the Packers in the beginning of the year? Trash. He played trash.
You're just taking everything out of what I'm saying. I said he played bad at the start of the year. No one's saying that. He's gotten much better the season went on. You're like
he has, but like I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed enough to draft Caleb. As far as I'm just not impressed with the competition enough. I'm not impressed with his play enough. He played good.
NFL for giving us a shitty schedule.
He played good against the Bears. He played good against the Lions twice. He not played good against the Vikings. He not played good against Browns. And he played good against a Cardinals defense that is terrible, god awful.
Who beat Philly and who also beat Dallas, by the way.
They let up 31 points. That has nothing to do with the
Philly and also beat Dallas, by the way.
They let up 31 points. What are you talking about? And he played against the Falcons, who are terrible. So it's like I don't know, bro. Like he hasn't done enough.
So he hasn't I'm like, this is where it's like
I want to see it. I want to see it on a more consistent basis against good defenses. I do.
So tell the NFL to schedule us the hardest schedule next year. I can't fight him this year for playing who he played. He played who he played. That's it. We got.
He has looked good since he came back.
We're like one drive away in 3 games from winning. We could have won 3 games.
He has played good since he came back, Max. But we have to add context. We have to. You can't just say you can't just say tell the NFL get him a hard schedule because you have to see some evidence. He's playing for his job. So if I'm going to add context, right? He hasn't playing against great defenses, and he hasn't played spectacular enough where I feel comfortable taking him over Caleb Williams. This is what we're talking about right now.
Are you just saying he's playing good against bad defenses?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he hasn't played spectacular enough. Like he hasn't played out of this world enough over this course where I am comfortable taking him against Caleb Williams because the reality is he was playing for his job this season. He was playing for his job this season. And if you want to, so you got to give him a grade on the year, and we're talking about him playing against a job. What grade would you give him? What grade would you give him?
B- C+.
And a B- C+ is enough for you to pass on Caleb Williams, and that's not enough for me. It's not.
When for the first 5 weeks of the season it was an F, yes. He's been playing at a B+, A- level the past couple weeks.
Jaedon said, and he did not illustrate this point enough. We seen this last year. We saw it. We saw him have a great stretch to the end of the year. And what did he do next season? He played trash. So it's a lot more than just, getting players. You need a new offensive coordinator, a way better one. You honestly need a new head coach, and they're not going to do that either. So we saw Justin Fields has 1 more year left until you have to pay him. So are you giving him whatever is it, like the 5-year option? Are you picking it up? Do you really want to give him that? Because has he shown enough? Really? No. So it's way cheaper to just draft Caleb Williams from an organizational standpoint, and you have money to go out there and get those players that you need.
This is where
it's way cheaper. It's way cheaper.
That's fine though, but you're starting from square one again.
You're not starting from
square one.
You're not starting from square one.
That's a lie.
You're not starting from square one. You're not starting from square one. You're starting from square one with a quarterback, yes. But as far as the whole team, you're not starting from square one at all.
But the team doesn't want Caleb. The team wants Justin Fields. How is it going to
That's a good point, I guess.
Playing for a quarterback who doesn't want to play for the Bears and players who don't want to play for that quarterback. How is that going to work?
Bro, we seen right now we are in December. That when the draft happens, they have a whole offseason for that to change for them to get chemistry and the bond and all that. Honestly, those players have to come there and do their job because they're getting paid millions of dollars. Who you want to play for and all that stuff, cool. You need locker room continuity, but you just count that out and saying that Caleb can't build that over the course of offseason is kind of crazy. And the core of the training camp is kind of crazy. Like, maybe. Obviously, they want that guy, but come on, bro.
Play for the Bears. How does that work if Caleb doesn't want to play for the team?
Has he said that?
He's tweets about it. He said both times he's fine coming back. Knowing the Bears have had the first pick the entire year and saying, "Oh, I'm cool to come." Like, if you want to play for Chicago, you're saying, "I want to be here. I'm going to the draft. I'm doing all this stuff." It's obvious the Bears are going to have the first pick. It was obvious the entire year. So, doing that and saying, "Oh, I don't really know." Why are you trying to play hard to get? Like, if you just want to do it now, just do it. Like, enter the draft and go. Like, he didn't play in the bowl game. I get it. So like maybe that's saying he's going to enter the draft, fine. But like there's been no sort of like, again, if it's like whoever, I guess the Pistons could turn it around. But the number 1 overall draft pick, if there was a clear cut Wemby this year, he's got to know he's going to Detroit, or has a great chance to go to Detroit. Like you got to show, if you want to go there, show interest and be like, yeah, you know, like I'm ready to finish my last year in college. Like I'm ready to go. I'm ready to whatever, go to the league. Like make it known that you're entering the draft and you want to be part of whatever organization has won. Like if the Bears want Caleb and Caleb wants to go to the Bears, sure, that's great. But like it doesn't seem like that from both sides.
Okay, we can talk about it all day. I'll agree to disagree. I think, but I want to make it clear. I think that both are great. Both are good options. Like both of these options are good, and they can work in the interest of the Bears. Like
I think, but there is a right and wrong choice, and I don't know it. I just hope the Bears make the right one. I think
I don't know.
I don't know how many times one will not. So
I don't know what other how many quarterbacks in NFL history have worked at the year 3. When we see how many.
I don't know quarterbacks who've worked after year 1. If I'm thinking about it, I can't think off the top of my head.
What do you mean? Like people have had a bad rookie season and bounced back a lot. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying I can't think of it off the top of my head. I don't know. Pat Mahomes,
Trevor Lawrence, Peyton Manning,
year 3.
Huh?
Pat Mahomes like year 3 or something after sitting on the bench.
No, he did not. He in his second year in the league. His first year starting.
Jordan Love's like year 5 or 4 or something.
Yeah, he sat and look at him better than Justin Fields, 30 and 11. So, and the year is not even over. So you know after year 3, yeah, you know what you're getting to.
Catch me next week.
I don't think anyone has worked out the year 3. I don't even know if it's ever happened. I don't, not from like Josh Allen was the closest, because after year 2 wasn't good, but year 3.
Yeah, that is a lie. Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts.
Josh Allen, no, he's not. In year 3, he went 37-10. This is
their year 3. This is the year that they all went off.
This Jalen, this Justin Fields, it's 3 years in. We're not sure about him. You're not completely sure. That's what I'm saying. Josh Allen was 37-10 in year 3. In year 3 for Jalen Hurts, he went to the Super Bowl and played amazing. So after year 3, and you do not know what Justin Fields after year 3. You don't. You usually know what a guy is by year 3. You better go fact check me, and I'm right.
I'm not fact checking you. Sorry, I'm making a bet right now.
Okay. Anyways,